Hello, everyone. This is Lady Reality coming back at you with part two of Battlefield of the Mind. I don't know if you remember my last video, but basically, we were discussing what's normal and what's not normal as far as the battlefield of our mind and what is acceptable and what isn't. And I gave you guys a phone number that you guys can text me through. I got a couple of texts that I wanted to share with you guys, and they all came in secret. So I'm not announcing names or anything like that. I'm just going to discuss what they asked and talk a little bit about it. So here we go. Let me just pull it up here on my phone. So one of the questions was, Lady Reality, I wanted to be honest with you. I battle a lot with my mind. Many times it's mostly negative thoughts, especially when people comment against me. It stays in my mind as if it were a daily reminder. How can I overcome that? To me, it's torture. And that's a deep subject. So yes, sometimes people say negative things and that stays in our minds and our thoughts. And it tends to attack us because that's the way the enemy works. He works with darts in the mind, and he takes a full advantage of whatever negativity people say to torment you. But it's up to you to receive that or to dismiss it. So I personally think that it's beneficial for you to feed off of your self positivity. So don't let that negative comment affect you. Anytime it comes to your mind, cancel it out. I mean, you have power over your whole body, even your mind and your thoughts. And sometimes we need to just block out or brush it off whatever comment or whatever anyone said. So I think that I know it's torture because I've been there, done that. I've had people tell me negative things and I've dwelled on it. And as I grew up and I got older and I started reading more the Bible and started learning more of positivity and started learning that God said for us to renew our mind daily. And I couldn't quite get that verse. But then I understood that we had to definitely take our minds, take it and just turn it around ourselves, because nobody's going to help us if not, yourself. You have to help yourself, because sometimes even friends will give you negative feedback, family members. You'll be shocked. The closest people that are to you tell you the most negative things and you're just like, I'm done. I don't want to live. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. It gets you depressed. And you don't want to see yourself in that situation. So I suggest that you look into positive affirmations, stay prayerful, speak life into yourself, positivity. No, you're not what they said you are. No, that is not going to happen in your life. If they said, you're going to end up in jail. Oh, you're going to end up stupid. Oh, you're not worth nothing. You're not a good parent. Or you're this, you're that. You know what? That's the lies of the enemy. You know what you're capable of, but it's up to you to prove them wrong. So don't ever stay there. Don't ever stay in that negativity. Turn it into positivity. That was one of the messages. The second one says, Lady Reality, I've had a rough life growing up. My parents were never loving, and honestly, I don't know how to be that person. How do I battle my mind in that area to change? So, in that area, sometimes we grow up, in a negative household. And I myself have experienced that if you are in a negative surrounding, that doesn't mean you have to be negative. If you grew up in a negative surrounding, that doesn't mean that your future is negative. And yes, you might have remembrance of a lot of the things that you went through. But to me, I think that it's best for you to consider what you want for yourself, what you want to consider for yourself. So in other words, don't stay negative because your mom or your dad was negative or your siblings were negative. Be that better person. Be who you want to be. Become better. Be successful. Do the opposite of what they were. If they were a drunk, guess what? Don't be a drunk. If they were a drug addict and they didn't care about you, you know what? Don't be a drug addict. And love your children. Love the people around you. You didn't get no love? You love. That's all about change. It's all about you. You make the decision. Again, that's changing your mind. It's the battlefield of your mind. Do you want to stay there in that battle? No. Don't stay there. Keep fighting. So that's my suggestion in that area. Let's see the next message. The next message says, Lady Reality, I live by impulse. How can I change my thoughts in that area? Impulse is, it's pretty tough because when you get upset, you can get impulsive. When you make a decision, you can be impulsive. And it happens. Sometimes I'm impulsive. But you know what? Sometimes we have to take the time out to think things through. Not get upset. I know it's so hard and in the midst of the fire when you arguing with somebody or somebody says something nasty to you and you want to defend yourself. As I grow older, I've noticed that letting them argue with themselves is so much better. I find enjoyment in that. I see them arguing and I'm just like, it's sad. It really is. Because they can say whatever they want about you. But you know you and God knows you. So let them say whatever they want. Don't stress yourself out. You'll give yourself a heart attack. You'll make yourself sick. Let them talk. Or let it be. Try not to hold on to situations because that doesn't benefit you in any kind of way. Don't be impulsive. Just try your best. If you see that a situation is going rough, walk away. Go into your prayer room, start praying. Go into a quiet place that you find peace. For example, I love the ocean. I get in my car. I let them keep talking when they're getting me upset. And I go to the ocean, wherever there's water. And that is my happy place to talk to God. I love it. And when I come back, you know what? Things change. Time, that little time span that you walked away, gives everyone time to cool down. So believe you me, impulse is not the answer. And I'm going to close off with one more because a couple of them came in, but I'm not going to read them all. Lady Reality, how do I deal with people at work when I just want to cuss them out because they do dumb stuff? It's funny, but I've worked with people that are not easy to handle. In a workplace, it's always good to keep your composure, even if you don't like the person, even if they are nasty to you. Keep your composure. Try to work with them. I mean, let me tell you how I've become successful, even with nasty people at work. Friendliness, loving them, changing things around. That's worked for me. I know you're probably like, I can't show love to so and so. He's nasty, he's mean, he's rude, blah, 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 blah. And I know some people are rude, but you know what? Some people feed off of being rude. There's a saying that, misery needs company. Do you want to be that company? Because he wants to get you there. He wants you to be his company. No, don't be that person. Just learn to take whatever he said and say, look, I'm blessed. I'm doing good. How are you today? Change it around the conversation when they say nasty stuff. Are you doing wonderful? What's wrong? Are you upset about something? Do you need to talk? How can I help you? When you come around in that attitude, trust me, you blow their minds. You change that atmosphere. Pray about it. Tell God to give you, the right words to speak, because everybody's going through something, and reality is that coworker that's giving you a hard time is probably having a hard time himself. And sometimes some people don't change, and that's when you have to be serious and demand respect. And if that doesn't work, there's always human resources. But always keep your composure. You don't have to cuss at them or be nasty, because at the end of the day, the one that comes out winning is you when you are respectful, you're loving, you're caring, you did the right procedures, and just go from there. Anyway, we're gonna start a new topic, and I want to discuss a couple things with you guys, but there's so much that I want to discuss. So anyway, comment below on this video. Also, you can still text to the same number if you have any questions or even any comments. Again, if you want to leave it anonymous, write secret, write private, and I won't mention your name. And the next topic that we do, I'll be bringing it up in the next introduction. Okay? Comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share. Good night.